me. Every possible way to reach the outside world is being cut off. No secret emails, no looking up anything that might help us, no connection to anyone who might understand what we're going through. That night I lie in bed and my chest feels tight, like I can't get enough air. I start breathing too fast and I realize I'm having the same kind of panic attack Wyatt had. I force myself to do the breathing exercises, counting in my head, and slowly the panic fades but the fear doesn't. The house feels like a prison that keeps getting smaller, the walls moving in a little bit more every day. Monday morning, Isabella arrives for my Mandarin lesson, and I notice right away that something is different about her. Her hands are shaking a little bit when she sets out her books and papers and she keeps glancing at me instead of starting the lesson right away. I'm wearing a short-sleeved shirt because it's warm out, and the bruise on my arm from where Dad threw the book is visible. Faded to yellow-green now, but still obvious. Isabella stares at it for a long moment, and I see her swallow hard. Mom and Dad are in the doorway like always, watching us, and Isabella starts the lesson in Mandarin. But a few minutes later, Mom says something about needing to check on dinner, and she and Dad both step away from the doorway. The second they're gone, Isabella leans forward and asks very quietly in English if I'm okay. Her voice is so gentle and concerned that I feel tears start to build up behind my eyes. I want to tell her everything, but I'm terrified. So I just shake my head a tiny bit and look down at the table. She reaches across and touches my hand for just a second. And then Mom and Dad come back and she switches back to Mandarin like nothing happened. But that small moment of someone asking if I'm okay in English, someone seeing me as a real person instead of just a language learning project, makes me want to cry with relief and sadness at the same time. On Tuesday during lunch, I slip away from the cafeteria and head to the library instead of eating. My stomach feels tight, but I'm not hungry anyway. I find an empty computer in the back corner where nobody can see the screen from behind me, and I sit down and log into the school system. I create a new email account using a fake name that my parents won't recognize if they somehow find it. My hands shake a little as I type Missy Sutherland's school email address into the recipient field. I keep the message short and vague because I'm scared someone else might read it. I write that things at home have gotten worse with the language situation, and ask if we can talk privately sometime soon. I read it 3 times to make sure I haven't said anything too specific that could get me in trouble. Then I click send and watch the message disappear from the outbox. I open the browser history and delete every single entry from the past hour. I clear the cache and cookies too, just to be safe. Then I log out of the computer and wipe the keyboard with my sleeve like that will somehow erase any trace of what I just did. I walk back to the cafeteria and grab an apple from the lunch line even though there's only 10 minutes left in the period. The next day, I check my new email account during study hall, and there's a response from Ms. Sutherland. She says we can meet during my study hall on Thursday, and promises to keep everything we talk about private. Reading those words makes my chest feel less tight for the first time in days. But then I start worrying about what I'm going to say, and how much I should tell her. I spend Wednesday and Thursday morning going over it in my head. I practice describing the daily language schedule and the way Mom and Dad punish us when we mess up. I try to find words that will make her understand how bad it really is without sounding like I'm making things up or being dramatic. I'm scared that if I say too much, they'll just send us back home again like the judge did last time. On Saturday morning, Dad asks to see my phone while we're eating breakfast. My whole body goes cold because I forgot to delete the email conversation with Miss Sutherland. He scrolls through my school email and I watch his face get more focused as he reads. I reach across the table and take the phone back quickly, and say I was just emailing